great I am. I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I am the king of the world.
G5 Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. All social media is in the description box, and please hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I drop that heat. This video is sponsored by my boy Fast Classic. His mixtape is in the description box. It is absolutely free. Definitely give him a download, give him a listen. And this video is sponsored by my boy Matt. Definitely check his apparel out on IG at We All From. Now, Manny Pacquiao is going to be going up against Keith Thurman on pay-per-view July 20th, 2019 in Vegas. Big fight for PBC. Big fight for boxing, period. And if you haven't listened to my previous video, I said I'm betting a big bag on Manny Pacquiao. That has not changed. I am betting a big bag on Manny Pacquiao and expecting to make a come-up on July 20th, 2019. Now, Manny Pacquiao, 41 years old, legend, one of the best to ever do it. And still to this day, some people think that Manny Pacquiao is the best of this era, even though Floyd Mayweather is standing right there. Should the boxing public be giving Manny Pacquiao credit for fighting top competition at this late stage of his career at the age of 41? The reason I asked that question, and I'm glad I'm dropping this video at this particular time, is because we just had a situation with a guy with a similar age. I'm not comparing him in terms of career, but a guy similar in age. We just had Zab Judah fight on Saturday, and he had to go to the hospital. He almost collapsed in the back after the fight, and it was reported that he was suffering from a brain bleed. So of course, with people hearing that, that's going to spark a different type of conversation. People are going to say, oh, well, Zab was too old. He shouldn't have been in the ring. He went 11 hard rounds. He should retire. Like, that's going to be the conversation. And whenever you have a situation that happened to Zab Judah, that's the obvious conversation. Like, it's human nature when it comes down to a situation like that. But you have Manny Pacquiao basically linked back up with Freddie Roach. First thing he does is he fights Adrian Broner under the new PBC deal. You can say what you want about Adrian Broner, but Adrian Broner ain't sweet. He ain't sweet. That ain't no easy matchup for anybody. Like, you got to come in, you got to fight, you got to execute a game plan to beat Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner's good. He's just not as good as he thought he was. And that's okay. But Manny Pacquiao dominated Adrian Broner at the age of 40. Now he's fighting a pay-per-view against a guy in Keith Thurman who for a while was my favorite welterweight. At one point, probably about maybe 3 years ago, I would tell anybody a healthy and a 100% Keith Thurman beats anybody at welterweight, including Errol Spence Jr. But Keith Thurman, just to the naked eye, he doesn't look like the same guy in terms of the hunger, the way he talks. Even in his comeback fight against Josesito Lopez, which he took a 2-year layoff basically for injuries and things of that nature, Keith Thurman, in my eyes, won 8-4, but he still didn't look the same. Like, he was moving a whole lot. He still had power, but it looked like the snap on his punches wasn't that Keith Thurman type snap. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't that Keith Thurman type smoke. And he wasn't really sitting down on a lot of shots. He was just doing a lot of moving with his legs, not blocking punches with his, with his hands, and just You know, he wasn't pivoting. He wasn't doing a lot of different small things in the ring. But yet and still, Keith Thurman is still a top 3-4 heavyweight, even this newer version of Keith Thurman. Now, I don't know what Keith Thurman is going to show up July 20th. I know Keith Thurman, when he goes up against tough competition, it's going to be a razor-thin fight. And despite what you think of Keith Thurman, whether you think he's running from Spence, if you think he lost to Sean Porter, if you think he lost to Danny Garcia, at the end of the day, he's a top 3, top 4 welterweight. So should the general public be giving Manny Pacquiao credit for fighting these type of guys at 41 years old? When people look at Manny Pacquiao's run right now, there's a couple things they think of. Number one, is he fighting because he need the money? A lot of reports out there for years said that he has tax problems and things like that. The only reason why he's fighting is because of the money. We all would only be fighting because of the money. You fight for the money first. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you got tax problems, don't have tax problems. I don't care if you're the richest person in the world. If somebody's going to offer you a big bag of money and it makes sense, you're going to take it. Look at Floyd Mayweather Jr. Like, he fights entertainers now. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So he's around the same age and he don't fight no competition. But when the money makes sense, Floyd Mayweather gets in the ring. No doubt about it. I think to answer this question, you have to look at Manny Pacquiao. And for me personally, I have a lot of respect for Manny Pacquiao for coming into the ring and fighting some of these top guys, because if he's able to get a victory over Keith Thurman July 20th, you have to put Manny Pacquiao back in the pound for pound discussion, because after that, he's probably looking at possibly a Sean Porter, and he's probably looking at a Spence Jr. at that point. And you really have to think about him in the pound for pound light. If you do not want to give Manny Pacquiao credit for fighting top level guys at the age of 41, you're probably thinking he's only doing it for the money. But my point is, everybody fights for the money. Is prize fighting, Prize, not pride fighting, Pride. There's a difference between the two. And if you ask any fighter what kind of fighter they are, they're going to tell you they are a prize fighter in a Z, not a pride fighter in a D. You got to give Manny Pacquiao credit for fighting these top level guys at his age, because there's guys in their 20s, in their 30s that don't want to fight anybody, that's doing a lot of ducking and dodging, hiding behind politics and things like that. Manny Pacquiao at 41 is stepping up to the plate, and he's going in the ring being competitive, and he's walking out of the ring not injured, not in the hospital, didn't take care of himself inside of the ring. Then more power to Manny Pacquiao. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.